questions. Now, this is a presentation which we do to different audience groups across the state. The Broiler Coordination Committee is the parent organization operating out of Palladam. It's about 25-year-old organization. As you know that the poultry industry, the broiler poultry industry in Tamil Nadu is as old as 40 years old. And this association has been functioning in the last 25 years, comprising of integrators. And as you can see in the picture, the PFRC, the Poultry Farmers, just go back, the Poultry Farmers Regulatory Committee was formed 3 years back. As BCC is focusing on the core industry and its functions and all the other things associated with that, we wanted to have a public platform organization to reach out to all the stakeholders. And that's how the Poultry Farmers Regulatory Committee was formed. This comprises of poultry farmers mainly. We have about 18,000 strong poultry farmers in Tamil Nadu. So as you all eat chicken, you should know that where it comes from. It comes from the villages where about strong 18,000 farmers who rear these birds and then give it back to the integrators, and then the further process happens. Then we have the feed manufacturers. Many of the people whom you see sitting in the front, they are people who operate those feed mills and also the breeding houses where millions of chicks are bred on a daily basis. So this committee was formed to touch base with all the stakeholders, and in the sense that it will connect with the poultry farmers, it will connect with the most important stakeholder, the consumers, because consumer awareness is very important, and also connect with our internal stakeholders, that is the distribution retail. Because in all these touch points, we have got a lot of guidelines. And this industry, I would say this poultry sector is governed by not just one guideline, but many. We are governed by the Food Safety and Security Act, and we are governed by the Bureau of Indian Standards for the feed quality. We are governed by the Animal Welfare Department. India is a signatory to the International Animal Welfare. We are governed by the Animal Husbandry Department as well. So we have got all these agencies, government agencies, governing the entire operation of the poultry. Now, we wanted to make sure that we come closer to all the stakeholders so that people understand. The primary reason is that as you know that this is not to do any propaganda to sell chicken. As you know, we don't have to, because it is already selling. We are not able to produce. That is the kind of demand is there in the market in the last 15-20 years. Then why are we here and why are we organizing these things? And to answer that, let me take the next slide. I am just going to stop with this slide because we have experts on this field to talk. But this caught our attention. As it is self-explanatory, 90% it's from research finding, by the way. 90% are unaware of the daily requirement of protein. I'm sure that Bigly Murli can vouch for that. And 73% of Indians are protein deficient. If you pick up randomly 10 people and ask anyone that how much protein you should have on a daily basis, chances are that not even one person will be able to answer that. And children in the age group of 5 to 9 years and adolescents in the age group of 10 to 19 years are pre-diabetic, and it's very alarming. And we have the lowest average protein consumption in the world. So there is a hard evidence of the coexistence of obesity and undernutrition. So we as an industry, giving one of the most important staple to about 125 crores of adult population in this country, we felt that we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to create such platforms where experts on different fields come together and then take the message across to people, especially the younger population of India, which is the schools and colleges, because by the time a person realizes what is a good food to eat, they are 40. And by the time they are 40, you know that today the lifestyle diseases slowly start coming in. Madam was just telling me that she is going to give a short talk on the NCD, non-communicable disease, which is the biggest threat, more than the communicable diseases. We have crossed that. I will talk about it when I talk about Madam in a while. So we felt that we have a responsibility to the society to create such opportunities where people can come together, discuss, and then become a healthy country. We are having the G20 meeting, which is happening at Delhi as we speak now. 20 presidents and prime ministers of different nations have descended on our capital. India is today the beacon of hope to the entire world in every field. As an Indian, we all should be very proud of that fact that at this juncture, Indians' demographic dividend is paying back and in a rich fashion. While we celebrate our moment of glory and success in the global arena, any nation can progress only if they are healthy. Many countries are suffering from this aspect, and if we don't act now, then we'll be very sorry not in the distant future but in the near future itself. And that's the reason why we are doing our bit from this industry to bring people together so that we can take this message of eating right and be conscious of what we are eating and what we should eat, and more importantly what we should not eat. In that context only this program has been put together, and this is the second edition, and hopefully with all your support we'll be doing an international conclave in the next year so that we will have a specific platform to address especially the nutrition related issues. Hospitals are overflowing. If you just go to KMCH a few kilometers from here, you will not get a parking place to park your car. So is the case in any multi-speciality big hospitals across the towns. While we have a huge population and demographic dividend, why are the hospitals are overflowing? What's the reason? The reason is lifestyle, health and food. So we need to proactively do something, and this exercise is such a one. So with these words, I just wanted to give you the context of why we are doing this presentation today. Thank you very much. You will have to bear with me because I will double up as the master of ceremony also. We don't have any pretty girls to do the announcement, so I'm the one you have to bear with me. Hope that's okay. All right. The next time around, we will have one of the students from the colleges to do this, what I am doing. We will have the first presentation.